So at this point in time, it seems like this store is at its full capacity, yet we are not doing the sales we want because we are being outcompeted because we don't have the selection that people want. The store is making money, it's not losing any money, we're taking a small salary from it. However, the problem remains is we just don't have enough selection. And you look around and everything's full, there's all these things, but people in North America don't want one of each item. They need a choice. We've been accustomed to getting a choice. And that's why this video today is all about how I may be shutting down this place and moving it to another location. It's a sad day because I come to the realization that this store will never make the amount of money I want because it's just not big enough. I'm not saying I'm greedy, but to make a comfortable living here, we probably need almost 1.5 times the inventory we currently have. And we probably also need to add a deli. And if you've been following this channel at all, you know we have a deli in this plaza, which means there's a non-compete clause and we cannot actually put a deli in our store because of the non-compete clause. By the way, if you are new here, me and my wife own a small grocery store. Any support by liking this video would really help this small business and this channel. And if you want to subscribe to see how this venture pans out, we really appreciate that as well, because I'd like to show you behind the scenes of what it's like really owning a small business, and that's what this channel is all about. Personal finance, small business, and just kind of being your own boss. So thank you kindly for those people who are subscribed. I appreciate every one of you. We read all of your comments. If you have any thoughts or opinions on this venture or the next step that I want to take with this business, please leave them down below. I read every single comment and I respond to as many as possible. There's really not that many, but sometimes I read them and plan on answering and then I don't. So sorry to those people as well. So about the move, it's not that I don't like this space. It's not far from here. It just makes the most sense financially because the rent isn't much higher and we can do what we always wanted to do, which is put in a full deli into our store, which brings a lot of people in, because when you only sell produce, a little bit of dairy, dry goods, you know, vegan stuff, keto stuff, we have a lot of stuff in here, but we're missing another main staple in people's diets, and that's, you know, cured meats and cheeses. And we do have some cheese, but not to the extent that we could get. And with this space, we are able to kind of bring in all the stuff we already have, plus a deli, plus a full cheese lineup, and plus just much more variety of the things that we could get, but we can't because we're running out of space here.
So the new place that we're looking at is actually double the size of what we have now, which I'm really excited about. Stick around till the end of the video. We are actually going to go to the property. We can't go right now as we are running the store, but we will take you along with us so you can actually see the property that we're talking about. Actual building has quite a few pros to it. It has its own parking lot, which is very accessible from all angles of the road. It is on a corner of an intersection, so it is very visible. It used to be a bakery slash cafe, so there is still the proper plumbing and all that stuff for an actual commercial kitchen, which would mean that we wouldn't actually have to do that type of work to it. Yes, we would have to do some work in regards to putting up a few walls and just changing a few things, but as for plumbing, I think it would be pretty good to go at that point. The business that was there before us was actually there for over 30 years, and they were really successful. The only reason why they closed was because the owner got sick, he passed away, and his wife just couldn't do it alone and didn't want to do the business without her husband.
Yeah. See, the thing with small business is this. One day, you're like, oh my god, we're effed. I can't swear anymore on YouTube. The next day, you're like, anything is possible, the world is my oyster. So that's why it's so difficult to make a big move like this when we've only been open for 2 years. Like literally, there's nights I go home like, we are screwed, what happened to my business? And the next day, you know, it's so good, we have good sales, we're buying good, we're not making mistakes, and it's anything is possible. And so that it's a really bipolar way to live. However, you know, it is rewarding in its own because this place is yours, you built it. You see people walk in and they're happy, they're buying things that you put on your shelves, that you made with your own hands. It is a very weird feeling. Do I want to leave it all behind here and move it to another store on a bigger scale for even more risk? You know, and that's you know, this place right now can only make so much, you know, and I don't need more. I just want to live a comfortable life, but can I provide that? Because at this point, it's stable. Is it making it good living for us? You know, I wouldn't say we're not, you know, living the dream here. You know, we're not swimming in Ferraris, and does that even make sense? Anyways, you know what I'm getting at. Like, this place has a max capacity on its potential to earn, and I don't know if it's going to be much more than this. It's very hard to grow a small location like this. You know, the problem always remains is that I'm in my walk-in cooler, by the way. You probably know that. There's so much invested in sitting inventory, like even in this cooler alone, that if you have a slow business when you're working with food, it's horrible because you can't just wait for another day to sell it. These things go bad and you end up throwing your money literally down the drain. So the more you end up having, the more waste you have, which becomes a bigger risk because you end up throwing away more of your own money if you don't sell it, if you have too many slow days in a row. I mean, produce and bread and dairy, those things last day to day almost, some of them. So is it a wise choice? We're gonna find out by really cracking down on those numbers. So don't let the excitement fool you. I am pretty nervous about this for more than one reason, and you know, I have every right to be. One thing that worries me and makes me nervous is the whole planning of the place and moving part. We are going to have to do some work to the actual building, so that is very stressful, and it does make me very nervous because I know how long it took for us to put this place together. And moving, there's just so much stuff to pack up and move. Even though it's not that far of a distance, it's still a lot of work. I do have to say though that my number one fear is just our customers that are coming to this location not going to the new location. It isn't very far. It's probably about maybe a 3 to 4 minute drive from our current location, but this location now that we're in is actually in a plaza, so there's more around and it makes it more accessible to the neighborhood. In like a weird spot right now. We are showing profit and it's, you know, going good, especially for like only being in business for less than 2 years. But I feel like we're at the point now where it's like
okay, we need to expand in order to actually make better money, because we need more products, we need just to have more of a variety. I feel like we've outgrown this space quite a bit.
What's up, guys? I couldn't finish that video yesterday. We had a few deliveries to make as well. Today's the next day, very slow. Well, we have 2 big deliveries that we need to do to really make up for a slow day in retail. And that's just something that you're gonna have to accept. You will need to do other things to make money. You can't just expect your store to be the only way to make your income. You might want to cater some food or do gift baskets, fruit trays, veggie trays, delivery service to elderly people in condos. The word all spreads, and then it just brings up your revenue. Another thing we learned, gift certificates are huge. You really want to do them. There's always a special occasion, and that's just money you get before selling product, and that's amazing to have. Because usually it's the other way around. You have to buy all the inventory and then try to sell it. This is the reverse, so that's why that really helps. So Felicia just sold 2 of those. This day's looking a little bit more bright.
We also, sorry, we don't do actual gift cards yet. We do actual like paper certificates, which I think it's kind of like
make them stand out. You know, it's a novelty thing. Cards get lost, they get mixed in.
Yeah,
which maybe you want to get them lost so people don't come and actually use them.
But
no, that's not
we
right.
will eventually probably do cards in the future, but the certificates are kind of nice, especially for Christmas.
Just a novelty card.
Yeah, and they're actually like, they're a pretty big size.
All right, we've been at this store too long. Let's go on to our next big project. We're going to show you the other grocery store that we may or may not purchase. It used to be a bakery / cafe, but we're hoping to purchase it, move forward here.
Okay, so we are on our way to look at the building. We had a late delivery today, so we're a little bit later than normal.
I'm turning in right now, actually.
Kind of.
Felicia's very worried because it has no parking.
And you're gonna see what my issue is right now. This is the parking lot.
And to where I need to be, because people aren't really aware of what I'm doing right now. Because nobody goes into this lot because it's completely empty. So yeah, I did a U-turn and I'm not getting a ticket. So here we go.
Yeah, so
this is the building. Beautiful building. I just want to get off the road. We're gonna walk outside. Check it off. Yeah, that's good.
Here's the back. We'll get out.
It's kind of
so you enter through here, and we drove up this way, and there's a door here. Where's my finger? Right here. And then there's a spot for the dumpster over here. It's a little bit dark, but you can see it. So there's that for now. Side door right here, which would be perfect for deliveries. There's also a little ramp, so that helps. But yeah, this is like its own parking lot. Ray's just trying to move, but it has its own parking lot. You could probably fit about, honestly, probably 30 cars.
These are the delivery doors. They're nice and wide. We can actually get a pallet through. The problem at our store now is it's one door, so we have to hand bomb everything through because it's not wide enough. Hope you guys can hear me, but the building is about twice the size of ours currently, so potential more inventory, more sales, and that's what we're hoping for, more visibility. This is the front of our grocery store. It used to be a cafe, actually. And to be honest, I like the look a lot better. There's a lot of traffic, there's a lot of visibility on both corners, so we really like that location. I like this because it has its own entering door and exiting door. That kind of helps with the flow of traffic. At the front of our store, there's only one door, so people are coming in and leaving at the same time. And to be honest, I like it also because it when you open the door, it all combines it into this. Just want to come over here. It kind of just brings all the cold air here, and they don't have to, bring all the cold air in when they open the one door. Hard at work like usual?
Always.
Miss Small Business Owner, what do you have to say?
I have to say...
Wait, we're going to get copyrighted.
What do I have to say? Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment. We do comment, so...
Say bye. Say bye. I'm going to end the video with you.